Hey everybody, welcome back to Crafts with Julie, and today I think I've got something that's going to be a little bit of fun. Stay tuned. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got me just a regular old wire coat hanger. I took it and I flattened it, trying to make it somewhat of a good enough shape. And I took some pipe cleaners. All I had was a light blue. You can use any color that you like. Some say it's better to get a pipe cleaner that's close to some of the colors that you're going to be working with. That way it blends in a little bit better. But unfortunately, all I had was this light blue. And since with it being on a wire hanger like this, they were just sliding back and forth. So for me, to make it easier for me, I just went through with my hot glue gun and I glued them down onto the wire in the areas pretty close to where I want to be working with. And so let's just get started. I went ahead and I pre-cut my mesh, which this is just a regular old poly mesh roll that I got. I've had it for quite some time, trying to figure out what all to do with it. Finally had a little bit of inspiration. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it on one end, kind of bunch it up a little bit here at the tip. You're going to leave just a little bit of a tail, okay guys? Take it to the end of your swag, leave a little bit hanging down. Take your pipe cleaner and twist it. Probably twice should do the trick. Then you want to kind of work with it a little bit, kind of fold it under, however you want it to look. So you can take some of it, kind of bunch it up a little bit, okay? Kind of make it look like a little puffy pillow. Then take your next section of your pipe cleaner and twist that a couple of times to secure that down. And there's your first section. And you're just going to keep on doing that all the way up one side. Okay, kind of fan that out a little bit as you go. You can always tweak it as you go along. Come back when you get done with everything and then kind of tweak it a little bit more, just so that it keeps looking the way you want it to look. All right. And which way you twist the pipe cleaner, it doesn't matter, just so long as you twist it and it stays good and tight so that your mesh stays where you want it to stay. Kind of cut across the top of your hanger. Kind of bunch it up a little bit and get just a little bit poofy there on top. You don't want it to be too huge unless you just like it all big and bold. Take your pipe cleaner, twist it a couple of times, okay? And the good thing about using the pipe cleaner, if something happens and it doesn't look like just how you envisioned it in your head, you can always go back and undo it and redo it until you are satisfied with it, okay? Just keep working down the side of your swag. And it does get a little frustrating because this thing is just sliding all over my tabletop. And that gets a little bit frustrating, a little irritating. But just one of those things. All right. And there we go. Now we have the start of our swag. And then I went through and I cut a few rolls, and I'll show it here again because I cut it too short. So what we're going to do, I'll even show you real quick since I need 2 more anyway. You take your roll it out, however wide you want it to be. Then you take your scissors and just cut straight across. I didn't make any kind of measurements. I was just kind of judging by my eyes. All right, put that out of the way. And it's okay if it rolls up. You want it to kind of stay rolled up. But since I have a really wide roll, I've been cutting mine in half. And that's worked out pretty good. So then once you get it cut, leave it rolled up. Get this back out. And you want to go right here where all your pipe cleaners are. Make a couple of more twists to tie that in there. Just to kind of help it look a little bit fuller, a little bit thicker. And just do that up and down both sides. Just remember, twist it a couple of times. Make sure it stays good and tight and right where you want it to go. Then you get your next roll, kind of bunch it up, twist it however you need to keep it all together. Just remember what I said. You can keep tweaking it, moving stuff around, poofing it out until you are satisfied with how it looks. Alright, and then 2 more right here at the top. That one started to kind of come unrolled just a little bit. There we go. And there's going to be some stragglers because you're cutting across the middle of your mesh. So just go through and kind of trim some of those up a little bit. If there's any of it that's sticking out that's just kind of bugging you. All right. And there's the start of our swag. All right. And then I have 2 others that I'm going to be adding to it just to kind of help bulk it up a little bit and just kind of add to it. In the holiday spirit of Halloween, some spider webs and little spiders and a real pretty glittery purple one here. Just to keep in with the color and the theme. And I'm going to take the purple glittery one and I'm going to put it underneath my spider one. And I'm going to start down here at this end where my other tails are. I'm going to take some, leave enough for a tail down at the bottom. Kind of bunch those up. Twist a couple times. Make sure that's good and secure. Try to keep them together as much as you can. Let it kind of get poofy. And we're going to crisscross and just zigzag back and forth from side to side. And you want to alternate so you're not using the pipe cleaner right across. You want to go at an angle so you're kind of skipping every other one. Okay, now we're going to go up here to the top. Alright, and we're going to cut across. Now this time it is okay to cut across because you're going across the top. So that is just fine. Then we're going to zigzag back across to the spots that we didn't use the first time. Alright, and now we're down to the end, to the bottom of our swag. And there we go. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut them all about the same length as it is on the other side, roughly. Now, whenever you do this, get ready to have a lot of glitter everywhere. Okay, so this side I'm going to just snip it at the bit of an angle just to give it just a little bit of texture. Do that kind of towards the inside here. Just to give a little something. And now is a good time to go through and kind of tweak your ribbons a little bit. That way all your elements are being shown and seen. Or else what's the point of using all these different beautiful colors? There we go. Now that wants to come out a little bit better. That's what I'm just saying. Keep messing with it and keep tweaking it. I might come back and kind of trim this up. So I think this side is a little bit longer than the other on this mesh here. You don't want one side being really too much longer than the other. You want them to try and be a little bit equal, pretty close to it, as much as you can. All right, and now I've got some little flowers down here that I want to use. This is going to be our middle one that we're going to kind of stick right here in the very middle. But then I went through and I cut a little small bunches of these. And we're going to start those right here. And we're going to take the pipe cleaner and just do the best that we can to loop it around, and then just tie these flowers on. Okay, and now to help keep those secure, I'm going to take that pipe cleaner and bring it down on both sides and just twist that underneath. And I'm going to do that up and down both sides. If you can get your little flowers to cooperate with you, or if you're like me, if you can get your fingers to cooperate with you, that also helps. Okay, just keep twisting that so that it's good and secure. I hope I have a good camera angle on that for you guys. You can see just how I'm doing that. Get done with one side, then we just go on down to the other side. Oh, I lost one side. Bring that through this side, just to make sure. All right. And then just remember, that's going to be on the bottom side, the back side of your swag. No one's going to see the back side. They're only going to see the front side here. And also doing it this way, it just helps to secure everything that you've got on here. Down, pull nice and tight, and twist it up. And then just remember, keep tweaking with everything so you don't get it flattened. Plus, the more you kind of pull it out, it helps it to be just a little bit fuller. I see a few more little stragglers here. We're going to snip those off. Alright, now for the bottom, not about, just kind of adding a little bit something else. Not sure how well it's going to go, but we'll give it a try. And all that these are just little elastic cords, so they're stretchy. I had them lying around, thought, well, let's just try it, let's just see how it turns out. Just to kind of have them dangling down like little tassels. Going to kind of twist that a couple times there. You know, and if it doesn't look great, then it doesn't look great. I can always take them right back off. Okay, so now to attach the flowers here in the middle. I'm going to try and get this one side to go down, but it might not. We may have to just try and figure out how to tie that in there, or we'll end up just snipping off the extra piece of the pipe cleaner. We'll see. Depends on how I feel about it and how it works out. Push those down here underneath. I might just wrap that around that bottom part of that hanger. That might just work to help secure that flower on there a little bit better, you think? Take your other side. Kind of loop it around a little bit there. And we're going to tie that and twist it up. Alright, we're going to push that side down. Okay, twist that around the bottom part of the hanger there. And there we go. Alright guys, and here is your final swag. Got your black flowers in there and your spiders, and you're showing all your different colors. Alright guys, that does it for today's video. I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope you guys join me in the next one. If you guys see anything that you would like me to try and make, comment down below, and I'll see what I can do to get it done. You guys have an awesome day.